There are several landmarks that indicate adulthood: an 18th birthday, a 21st birthday, college graduation, a job, etc. However, research shows that the brain is more developed in its late 20s than those past years, making it for people to make significant decisions. As a man approaching his 30s, there are specific habits that are essential for you to develop. In this video, I will share with you 7 practices that every man should learn before they are 30. 1. Be present. To truly take advantage of the opportunities life throws your way, you must be willing to make observations. Too often, we allow ourselves to be carried away by our thoughts and other small things that do not matter much, that we end up losing valuable opportunities. Have you ever been in a place or been involved in a task, yet your mind is not in harmony with what is going on? Even during conversations, you might be in front of a person talking, but not hear a single word. This scenario is as a result of absent-mindedness. Many men get lost in the thought of past failures or future ambitions. As a result, they miss out on the happenings of the present. Though it is almost impossible to wipe out past experiences totally, a young man who dreams of success must come to terms with mistakes and the troubles of life and visualize real success. Moreover, instead of worrying about your future, get a sense of it and make today count. Now is the only time you have, and the present is the single period you can control. So, learn to maximize it early. 2. Be a man of your word. An anonymous writer once said, "The most attractive thing a man can do is exactly what he says he will do." Although, due to circumstances and human limitations, we may not keep to every promise we make, however, breaking promises should not be a repetitive action in your life. When you make promises and do not keep them, you cause others to lose trust in you. Regardless of the length of time, hold your word as a bond that will never be forgotten until it's fulfilled. While it is good to be kind to others, do not be carried away that you make promises you cannot keep. It hurts more when you don't keep to your obligations than when you don't make them at all. When people make inappropriate requests, do not hesitate to say no in a plausible manner, and try not to forget the number of times you say yes to people's requests. A complete code of conduct for a young man is never reply when you are angry, never make a promise when you are happy, never make a decision when you are sad. 3. Be responsible for your life. Taking responsibility for mistakes is one attitude that seems to be lacking in our world today. When an error is made, people look for ways to shove it off their head to the next available person or situation. Many young men seem to be stagnant in life because they still blame their parents for not giving them a better experience. Because of their egocentric nature, young men don't like to be reminded of their flaws. Although they all know we have our weaknesses. Yet, the only way to diminish our weaknesses is by accepting them for what they are. To conquer or achieve victory in the future, you must be willing to accept the position life has placed you, while striving to pull yourself out. Being a real man requires constant improvement of the self, which will not occur without accepting weaknesses, and life will be much easier if the self-improvement starts from before 30. 4. Healthy morning rituals. What is the first thing you do when you get out of bed? Wait, the first question should be, when do you get out of bed? So, what's your first task? Do you get out of bed so late that you jump into the bathroom to have a quick bath so you don't go late to work or school? Well, if that's your lifestyle, you need to stop and develop a new habit. As a young man who has plans to be successful in the future, you need to build a proper waking practice. First off, you need to realize that you are approaching 30 and can no longer stay in bed until mid-morning. Research has shown that most millionaires wake up as early as 5 a.m. You must also understand that the things you do in the morning have a long way in determining the outcome of your day. Your morning routine is a reliable indicator of how your entire day will go. You cannot just get off the bed and begin working. You should develop a morning routine. Before you clock 30, you must build a good morning routine. Spend time in the morning to plan and visualize how your day will look. By doing that, you are preparing your subconscious mind. 5. Risk-taking. It is more relaxed and more comfortable to sit down in a safe spot and wait. But this is what distinguishes the ambitious men from the cowards. A man who is heading towards 30 ought to be able to take up challenges and face his problems without trying to seek safety in his mother's bosom. Gone are those days when you hid at your parents' back at every slightest problem. Indeed, no matter how grown you are, it is not out of place to take counsel from your parents and other adults. However, there are certain phases you must face alone and individual decisions you must make for yourself. It does not matter if you make a mistake and get hurt in the process. As long as the error does not cost your life, you will be fine. And even if you die in the process, even though I don't wish so for you, you will be happy that you took a bold step. Just like a child learning to walk, you will fall several times, even wound yourself in the process. But someday, you will be able to walk without support and without falling. In the words of American author Dale Carnegie, take a chance. All life is a chance. The man who goes the farthest is generally the one who is willing to do and dare. Successful people are doers, and doers are risk takers. 6. Money management. Ever since we were kids, we were taught to develop skills and graduate from school that will help us earn more money. But regardless of whether you have a little or a lot, how you manage your finances is what's important, especially as a man who will one day get married and bear kids. No matter how experienced you are in your field and no matter how much money you earn, if you lack financial knowledge, you will keep living paycheck to paycheck. As a matter of fact, you may end up being indebted. As you approach 30, you must realize that you can no longer recklessly handle your money like you used to. Except, of course, you want to be broke. Although money management is broad and requires your skill sets, you can learn the skills and apply them to your life. Life is much easier when you have excellent financial skills. Learn how to set financial goals, make budgets, differentiate between assets and liabilities, various forms of investment, and anything money related. 7. Dress well. Its cover does not judge a book. This is one parable that many young men use to cover up for their shabby looks. Indeed, a book should not be judged by its cover. But then, if the cover is not attractive, many people will walk past it in the bookshelves. Many young men with enormous talent and potential are ignored today merely because of their appearance. It does not take much money to dress well. You don't have to wear the latest fashion trends or expensive clothes, but look presentable. Go the extra mile. Wear clothes that properly blend and take pride in what you wear. Not only do ladies find men who dress well attractive, professionals and human resource staff do as well. Dressing well goes beyond just looking good in everyone's face. It shows that you respect yourself and your body. According to Italian fashion designer Miuccia Prada, what you wear is how you present yourself to the world, especially today when human contacts are so quick. Fashion is instant language. As you approach your 30s, you must grow above the act of wearing just anything. Pay more attention to your looks. You don't have to copy anyone, just be yourself. Look good. Achieving your goals as a young man and becoming a confident, responsible adult with good character is built on a foundation of principles that transform into habits.